Hey, thanks for watching 4Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and this is the Neosho ArtCon Haul video that I mentioned I would do last video. And yesterday, my youngest son and I went to the ArtCon in Neosho, Missouri, and found a few comics. Actually, got some golden and silver age as well as modern age. And this is one of those smaller Comic Cons. There's a lot of fantasy and action figures and original artists, that kind of thing. And I'll put up some video of some of that. But there's not usually that many comics vendors. There were only 3 or 4 there yesterday. I'm seriously thinking about setting up myself there next year. But I think I could do well with my mostly dollar comics. Anyway, I'm going to share a few comics that I got, and in no particular order. But I am always working on the 90s Guardians of the Galaxy series. Not going super fast at it, but did get issue number 20 here. By the way, that looks like a, Marvel would do those silver backgrounds for second prints, but that's not a second print. The first print actually looks like that. This is the direct version, the direct edition, because it has the face and the I can't remember that character's name, but it is the Sorcerer Supreme of that world, but or the future Marvel. But that is the direct edition. They have the newsstand edition. Newsstand edition says some sources say it's a foil cover, but I think it's just the same silver ink. But anyway, that's a very cool cover with Vance Astro getting the Captain America shield. And then I got number 43, introducing Woden, the son of Thor. So kind of cool. I like the characters, like the futuristic characters when they would introduce them to the reading audience. I got one that I've always wanted just for the cover. Now, this is actually a Rob Liefeld cover. I didn't get it for that. I got it because I love these movies. I love the Mission Impossible movies. This is the Marvel and Paramount Comics 48-page spectacular Mission Impossible. I don't even remember the year this came out. I got it because I actually spent $2 on it. First of all, because I've always wanted to read it and see if it does justice to the movies. But I also got it because there is a recalled version of it where on page 3, Tom Cruise's character, according to Tom Cruise, looked just a little too feminine. And they had to issue a new one. I don't know if they recalled those, but they issued a new copy, a new version that had him looking more manly, I suppose, is the story. This is not the one where unfortunately, this is the second edition. So I was always hoping, to get, if I see one, if I can, I just look through it. But this, I finally decided to buy it and read it because I do love the movies. Okay, let's see. A few other goodies here. This is something I already have, but you don't see these very often. This is Web of Spider-Man number 90 with the hologram cover, but it is the second print, which had the golden hologram cover there. With my enjoyment of gimmick covers and holograms and stuff like that, I just love those golden holograms. And they did those with the second print of all those Spider-Man comics that came out that year with a hologram, okay? Number 7 of a book I don't have any other copies of, but number 7 of Millie's redheaded rival, Chili, okay? Just one of those books that Marvel did for a while, trying to compete with Archie, seeing that Archie was very popular, and so they started with, of course, the style, everything. In fact, I think it's Stan Goldberg doing the art, and Stan Lee wrote the stories, Stan Goldberg doing the art, and so kind of a cool find. I like when I can pick up those Marvel books that are kind of Archie-like, okay? I have a few of those. That was my latest one. Couple of hot rod or a couple of car and bike books. This is Mod Wheel. Let me see. I don't know what number this is. I think it's number 16. I'm not going to take it out. I'm trying to keep this kind of a short video, but Mod Wheels with an extra 16-page fun catalog. But there's it's a Gold Key comic. There's the cover. Very cool cover, painted cover. So many of the Gold Key covers were painted. And it's going to take a bit of a press. It has not been wet, but it has humidity warping. And you, especially you old guys, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say that. there's some humidity warping there, and a press is going to take it right out. And not a cool press, but a warm press. I won't even say hot press, but that's going to take that out. And so that's a cool looking book, though. I love that cover, and kind of reminds me of an Evel Knievel cover. You know, of course he's stunt jumping there. All right, but also along those lines, a hot rod number 118, a Charlton book, 20 center, so that is a Bronze Age, but very cool book there. I love the kind of these cars down here. I'm trying to think of the Saturday morning show that was taken off of a video game or spun off of a video game. Pole Position. Kind of reminds me of the cars on Pole Position. They look just a little bit boxy. You know, they were cool, but they looked just kind of a little too angular, not very sleek really. But I like the cover. So Hot Rods, that's my first and only Hot Rods comic. So kind of cool there. All right. Let's see here. Let's talk about a few dollar comics that I got, dollar books that I got. Amazing Heroes, number 91. This is the special post-crisis issue. And you got a beautiful George Perez cover on there. Give you a close-up on that. There's the Trinity, the DC Trinity, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. And inside you also have some published and unpublished George Perez Crisis art, which is very cool. Of course, he did so much art for that, and not all of it was published. A lot of art that wasn't used. And so really cool. Very cool book. All right. It's actually after 11. I'm not sure I should be drinking coffee after 11 o'clock, but it doesn't generally bother me. So, all right, this was cool. And again, with my love of gimmick covers, I got this. This is a double-sized issue of Ultraverse Premiere from the 90s, from 92 or 93. This is the silver foil variant, okay? And so you got silver foil variant there in the title, and in the 5,000 printed decal down there, or not imprint down there. Not a decal, not a stick-on, but very cool. That was a dollar book, and so I was happy to get that. And a couple other dollar books here, believe it or not. I don't know why these comic book companies would not put numbers on their covers. I don't know what numbers these are. It is a 15 center, however. That could mean Silver Age or Bronze Age, but believe it or not, with a very kind of spooky cover on there. I like the moodiness of it, the colors, the shadows, everything. And so, believe it or not, I should be like Night Tiger and put all the information on on a little label on the back, but I don't do that. So there, anyway, believe it or not, and another believe it or not, Ripley's Believe It or Not, True Demons and Monsters with a photo cover there, okay? And so kind of cool there. This one also has a subscription crease, which, subscription creases don't really bother me all that much, because to me, they're kind of a piece of history in a weird sense. Old school comic collector here, okay? It brings back even though it doesn't add to the attractiveness of the cover, obviously. And there are some books I've had with subscription creases I've tried my best to press out, and sometimes they come out, mostly they don't. But what's neat about it is that it brings back memories of, those rare times when you were a young reader and there's a comic book coming in the mail, okay? And so those guys and girls who had subscriptions, when they were young, had to be like that certain time of the month when they knew the comic was supposed to be there, had to be kind of cool and kind of exciting to wait for the next comic. So that's why it's neat. All right, this was a dollar book, believe it or not, and I see it's got some cover damage, but still a very attractive cover. A little bit of a mark out or a little bit of a tear out on the 15 cent, and the number of the issue has been torn away, but it is Adventure Comics number 394, very cool Supergirl cover with some gloss. So it was a dollar book, and so I'm actually can't wait to read that. And but Heartbreak Prison, okay, and Heartbreak Prison, where every girl's a lifer. Sometimes you can't beat some of the corny, faux dramatic titles of stories on the old DC books. So anyway, that's kind of cool. All right, a few others here. I talked about, I do have a Golden Age book here. We'll talk about it. It makes Golden Age by 1 year, but I'll show you these first. Got a couple of cool Neal Adams covers. Here's Adventure Comics number 367, No Escape from the Circle of Death. Okay, and kind of a cool, very cool early, I think, Neal Adams cover there with Superboy and some of the Legion members there being encircled by menacing, shadowy figures. Okay, you gotta love that. All right, and then again, no particular order here, as I said, but Adventure Comics number 373 with the first appearance of the Tornado Twins. And again, another Neal Adams cover in a nice shiny Mylar case there. This is one with has like I say, a cover by Neal Adams. Jim Shooter wrote this one and the other adventures that I showed. Jim Shooter wrote those. It's a 1968 comic, the year I was born. So kind of cool there. First appearance of the Tornado Twins, descendants of Barry Allen. Somebody else put all of these facts on there, so kind of cool there. All right, bought it like that. Listed as a very good to find. You know, has some spine ticks and creases, and it does. Just paid a few bucks for it, so I thought it was worth it. But I love for the Neal Adams cover. That's why I thought it was worth it. All right. Now this next one is a World's Finest, and it's actually a cover. I'm gonna take it out. It's one of my. I don't have very many favorite World's Finest covers, and it's not Neal Adams, but I like it because I actually included this cover in a Superman Goes Bad video years ago. And this is World's Finest number 165 with Superman and Batman supposedly going bad and carving up the globe. Who controls what percentage of the globe? Superman's kind of upset that Batman's carving him off the small piece there. And Batman says, hey, I'm doing the carving, so I decide what you get, okay? Playing with fire there, Bats. But anyway, just kind of a cool cover there. All right. And then one old Marvel, early Bronze Age. This is another run that I'm slowly trying to build up. This is a Marvel feature presenting the Astonishing Ant-Man. Marvel feature number 5 with a cool egghead cover. Great Herb Trimpe cover. I know Herb Trimpe is known primarily for his Hulk work, and I liked his Hulk work. I grew up on it, but I really loved his work on these Marvel feature stories with Ant-Man. And there was just something a little extra about him to me. And so, but I love the perspective on that. That giant gun to Ant-Man being pointed at him by Egghead. So love that right there. Great cover. And then lastly, here's the Golden Age book. I'm going to take it out because this is a number 1. It is a TV show spinoff book. I'd never even heard of it before. And this is Captain Gallant of the Foreign Legion. Look at the gloss on it. This is a 1955 book. And this was worth, I think I paid like $7 or $8 for this. It was an easy buy. It is, like I said, a number 1, but to me, even cooler, and see on the back, it's got a membership certificate of Captain Gallant for young readers to fill out there, which I thought that's just cool. That is Buster Crabbe, you know, up there in the corner of the front cover. And there is also a photo, you know, the inside front cover of Buster Crabbe. Okay, very cool stuff there. And but what's cool about this is a variant. This is a Heinz variant. Okay, and what the variant is in the regular Captain Gallant number 1, there would be a picture of his young sidekick Guffy, a photo on the inside back cover, just like you had the photo of Buster Crabbe on the inside front cover. But this, instead, you have a list of Heinz recipes, or a list of Heinz, let's see, what are they? Heinz varieties, okay? Here are those good 57 varieties Buster Crabbe talks about on Captain Gallant of the Foreign Legion. So there you go with all those varieties of Heinz, I guess, not ketchup, but, okay, Heinz oven-baked beans with pork and tomato sauce, Heinz oven-baked beans, Boston style, and Heinz condensed split pea soup, and cream of tomato soup, and bean soup, and gumbo Creole soup, and on and on and on it goes. Very cool variant on that one, but really happy to find this in such immaculate condition and well preserved like that. So 1955 Captain Gallant #1, the Heinz variant. So cool stuff there. And so that was my haul from the Neosho ArtCon. It's never one of the biggest shows, so it's never one of the biggest hauls, but always some cool stuff to be found there. But anyway, that's it. And that's what I got on Saturday at the Neosho ArtCon. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Approaching 700 subscribers. I'm kind of excited about that. So if you haven't subscribed and you like to come and watch, go ahead and just hit that subscribe button. It won't hurt you any. And tell you, share the video. Certainly comment on the video. Love to see the comments, because a lot of times people know things about these books that I don't. And that's part of the value of this YouTube comics community. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.